What's up guys, it's me Eric B and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video I'm doing a first ride on this 2018 Yamaha MT-10. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm back at Flip My Cycle to do a first ride on this MT-10 here, and I love this bike. Like when it comes to nakeds, this would be my go-to bike if I wanted to get one at all, compared to all the other brands. So I've been on the FZ09, haven't been on an FZ07, but I heard a lot of talk about this one and I finally got a chance to ride one. So straight from the jump, when you look at the styling of this bike, this thing looks mean. It looks like a transformer or something like that. I know a lot of people say that, but then I get a lot of other people that say, you know, it looks really busy. There's a lot going on compared to like the FZ09 or the FZ07 or something like that. All right guys, so as you can see, as far as mods go, this thing does have the catalytic converter removed. They're still using the stock pipe, but it still sounds amazing. Has some crash protection, stuff like that on the case, some frame sliders, and I do believe they have a chain upgrade on here as well. So that looks pretty good. All right, let me go ahead and start this up for you so you can hear what it sounds like. Nice LCD display. So even though it has this stock muffler on it, without the cat and everything, it sounds pretty good. That nice cross-plane sound, yeah. All right guys, so we're gonna hurry up and get this bad boy out on the road. Hopefully we don't get rained on too much because the rain's not gonna hold out. And before we do that, as always, let's cut to the B-roll. Alright guys, so now that you've seen it go from a rainy, gloomy day immediately to a nice sunny day, I had some audio issues with the GoPro yesterday, so it didn't pick up any of my voice. And now I'm redoing the entire review. Good times. That's cool, I just get to ride the bike all over again. Alright, so the exhaust on this thing sounds amazing. So just like the R1, shares the same engine, just has a little bit different components and stuff like that. And it's Z-tuned a little bit and geared a little bit differently. Alright. Man, this thing is a beast. Alright, so for power, this thing has a 998cc engine, pushing out 158 horsepower, I believe, with about 82 foot-pounds of torque. And sounds just as good as the R1. So it still has the stock muffler, but they took the catalytic converter off, and just that alone, man, makes it, you know, sound really good. Gives it that nice cross-plane rumble. Quick shifter is not too bad. It is aftermarket, but still gets the job done. All right, how's this thing handle? Feels pretty lightweight in the turn. Not leaning too hard though. Alright, third gear hit. Here we go. I had to lean forward a lot, man, because this thing is very prone to doing a wheelie. Holy crap. Jeez Louise, man, this thing pulls really hard. Like I said, I don't know what this has done to it performance-wise, other than the you know, the cat and everything being deleted on here, but I'm sure it's got some sort of power upgrade to the engine. Alright, so this thing will definitely kick you in the face in the bottom end, and that's what a lot of these naked bikes have. They have a lot of down low to mid-range punch. And when I rode the FZ09, man, that was a fun bike to ride too. It had a lot of down low power. It just wanted to do a wheelie everywhere, and this thing isn't any different. Alright, so with a lot of these naked bikes, man, they're kind of built for down low to mid-range power. You know, they're good for commuting, long road trips and stuff like that, but you can still have fun on them just like a sport bike. Now, if you are a bigger or taller individual, I think the MT-10 would be the way to go. I did ride an FZ09, and just because of my height, I felt like I was a little too big for it. So this bike here may be the better option. The power on this thing, man, is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, just down low, it's just nothing but just kick you in the face every single gear. I can't get over that R1 cross-plane sound. Just that engine, man, it sounds so good. Alright, so the comfort and ergonomics on this bike is really good. The seat isn't too soft. I mean, that's not a problem. You can always change that out. But just the riding position, the upright seating position and stuff like that feels really good. And I feel like I could ride this bike for a while. Now, there is a lot of wind that hits you in the chest and the face when you're on the highway and everything. You can get like an aftermarket windscreen. It comes up a little bit higher to deflect some of that. But you know, it's a naked bike. It is what it is. The good thing about naked bikes, though, I think, in my opinion, is not having all the fairings on it. So when it comes to maintenance and doing stuff like that on your bike, it's really easy to get to things. You don't have to remove a bunch of fairings and all that stuff, so that's always a plus. So if you are somebody that has back issues and stuff like that and can't really be on a sport bike in a hunched over aggressive riding position, this may be a good option for you. You know, you're an upright, you know, comfortable seating position, but you still get the nice, you know, power and the sound and the performance and stuff of a sport bike. The display isn't too bad. I mean, you know, it's the same type of LCD I have on my Gixxer. Gets the job done, has everything that you need there, like the fuel gauge and the shift indicator. Those are always the big ticket items there, I feel, in my opinion. God, this thing is fast, man. I think this might actually be more fun than an R1. Just down low, hitting it initially. I mean, up top, obviously, you know, and probably the track even and stuff like that. That's where that bike would shine. But man, this thing is just the fun factor of these things is awesome. You can never get enough of it. This will wheelie on you. Just got to be careful about that. Every time the front end would get like super lightweight on me. So this bike is it's pretty nice out on the road. It's pretty nimble, not too bad. It was easy to move around in the parking lot and stuff like that, although this does weigh in just at a little over 460 pounds, so it is heavier than something like an R1, which is not that far off. They're about 450, so I said just different parts and components and stuff like that. Just on this bike, some parts they may be using steel instead of aluminum or magnesium. God, this thing sounds so good. Alright, so when it comes to looks, it's either hit or miss, I think, with this thing, and looks are always subjective. but it does look really good. It's like, it's got that, I don't know, like a futuristic robot type feel to it. A lot of people say it looks like a transformer, but then I've heard some people say that it looks really busy, like it has a lot going on compared to something like the MT-07, the MT-09, even the MT-03 now. I don't know, I like it. I really do like the front end. The projector LED headlights in the front look really good, but I can't see what some people are talking about, you know, as far as a lot going on. I do like the bar end mirrors they put on here. Those are kind of cool. Now, some competitors that this bike has, there's quite a few out there, especially bikes like the KTM Super Duke 1290. You got the Suzuki GSX-S 1000, the Kawasaki Z1000. What else? The BMW S1000R. I think Ducati has the Monster. And then there's even like the Triumph Speed Triple, even, you know, the RS model. So there are plenty of naked bikes out there on the market to choose from, but this one would definitely be on my top 3 on my list if I was, you know, going to go get myself a naked bike, for sure. I just think Yamaha overall just makes a good bike, whether it's a sport bike or a naked bike. And I really do like the color scheme on this. I like the matte gray finish with the neon yellow wheels. That goes together really good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy back before we run out of gas here. But yeah, guys, let's do one more pull for you. This thing sounds so good. Alright, so tons of down low power. You will not be disappointed with this at all. You could definitely be a hooligan on this thing. Handles well. I wish I could take it somewhere like Tell the Dragon. Hit the twisties with it, see how it really does. I think another thing is the comfort and everything for this bike. So you can be comfortable and still have a blast on this thing. Alright, so I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but this bike does have 3 power modes, 3 traction control modes, and I think that's like plenty for riding on the street. You know, a lot of these other bikes have all these, you know, rider aids and electronics and everything packed into them. That's just kind of gets a little complicated after a while, and you don't really use them that much on the street. I mean, I don't think so anyways. Adjust the suspension to like 18 different settings, and there's wheelie control, and don't launch me into outer space control. Like, it's just ridiculous. I want to say thanks to Flip My Cycle for allowing me to do a first ride on this bad boy. If you guys have an MT-10, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let's talk about it a little bit. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.